Dear boy child, I want to take time out today to outline some of the characteristics that you should have before you take a woman in as a wife. In other words, these are characteristics that you should have before you are qualified to go and marry a wife. A fat bank account and a lucrative job is not enough to qualify you to have a wife. You heard me right. So you must top on the list, you must learn the act of managing your emotions before you are qualified to have a wife. An irresponsible husband lacks emotional intelligence. An irresponsible husband lacks what it takes to manage his emotion. And as such, the home is turned into a boxing ring at the slightest provocation. So you must learn to be stable and responsible before you go out there to take a woman in as a wife. You must learn how to manage your emotions. Then secondly, you must have a measure of financial stability and be self-sufficient before taking a wife in. A man that is still living under his parents' roof, that is still feeding from his mother's pots, is not qualified and is not responsible enough to marry a woman. So you must be responsible with your own finances and be able to provide, be able to care. You must be a man that has learned to stand on his own. You must be a man that has learned to pay his own rent. A man that has learned to, that is equipped to manage finances before you step out there to marry a man. You must learn to treat others with kindness. That's number 3. So my dear boy child, you must learn to treat others with kindness, understanding, and compassion. You can't be compassionate towards your wife when you are not compassionate towards your own mother and your own siblings. So if you lack this trait, pregnancy experience will become a nightmare to your wife. There are a lot of young men out there. Pregnancy experience is a nightmare to their wives because they lack empathy, they lack compassion. These women struggle all through this stage. So, dear boy child, if you are not the compassionate type, please don't take anybody's daughter in to torment. And then, next on our list, you must be able to have a sound communication skill. You must learn to listen actively. You must also learn to express yourself clearly and at the same time resolve conflicts responsibly. These are traits that helps to what? Keep violence and toxicity far from our homes. When communication is not in place, I'm talking about sound communication. If it is not in place, the home cannot know peace. So you must be able to develop effective communication skill. Know how to talk to your spouse. Know how to talk to a lady. Know how to also listen attentively. You will only know the right response to give if you also listen closely. And then next, you must have a strong desire for personal growth. This will help you to manage your home effectively. If you are the type that believes that we learn every day, managing another man's daughter as your wife will not be a struggle. Some of us will just believe that whatever we have learned in the time past, that is all that is required. But I want to let you know, dear boy child, we learn every day. On a daily basis, we learn, we unlearn, and we relearn for our personal growth and for the beauty of our life's journey.